Is that red light, meaning that we are live. All right, everyone. I got a few announcements, and then I'm gonna go and get right on off into meeting my guests. Gonna send out a shout out to all my subscribers and followers. I'd like to thank you for your support. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the link is scrolling across the bottom, or you'll find the link in the description. Wizzo Talk 8972 on YouTube. Just remember to hit that notification bell. I post according to my guest availability, and we are not on a fixed schedule. You like to be you can also find got tied tongue tied for a second. You can also find Wizzo Talk on Spotify. So after this right here, after this live, I upload it on Spotify. You can check in on that. And remember that it's 100% free, absolutely free to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support. I'm always looking for guests to appear on Wizzo Talk. So if you'd like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, send me a message on Messenger. Hit me up right here. Send me a smoke signal, carry a pigeon. Just get me the message. We'll get your ass on here. And don't worry about a topic because I have plenty. Those are your announcements. Take due notice thereof and govern yourselves accordingly. We're going to meet our guests and then we're going to get ready to get it going on. Come on, Miss Creek.
Hey, it's Creek 21 Boom coming at you again on Paul Wizzo's platform. Thank you again for having me, sir. I appreciate it. Y'all can check my podcast out. It's about building healthy relationships despite who the person is to you on YouTube and Facebook. Currently, soon I'll be everywhere else. I'm hoping so anyway. Can't wait to get to it. Let's do it.
Already. All right. Come on with it there, Sib.
Yo, it's your boy, 7 Points of Bliss, aka the Pomegranate Samurai, man. Hey, I want to say it's an honor to be on here on the Wizzo Talk yet again. Y'all could check me out under After Real Truth, all one word. You can Google it. You can find me on things from Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram. You can check out my shop, grab some of the merch. You can also find me and Wizzo on Spotify under Wizzo Talk and under Cosmic Currency 777. Like I said, it's an honor. Thank you.
Already. That's what's up. So I'm gonna just say this. There's that Chris. Where in the hell you been? You ain't been here in shit a month. We about to ban your ass because you ain't been here in a while. That's one of my viewers. He always in the hip. But just to say this right quick, it's always a challenge getting guests on the show. Cree, I'm sure you can relate to that. And Seven, by you having your own podcast. I'm supposed to have 3 other guests on tonight, but hey, they canceled. But at least one of them did let me. Well, 2 of them did let me know, so I appreciate that. Sometimes they just ghost you, they don't show up, and then you just kind of just out there where the show must go on. So I appreciate you guys tapping on in and letting and keeping your word with it. Now, those of you that hadn't watched Barbershop Talk, it kind of goes something like this. Everybody have their own topic they bring up. I start off with something, and we just work our way around the room. You never know where it's gonna go. It's like a Mike Tyson fight. Your ass leave the room, you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss a knockout, or we gonna been and cover some shit, and you just ain't gonna never know which way it went. Especially with Cree on here, cause goddamn, I don't know. Cree, she's sitting back in the dark right now, but she still to bring it on. But anyway,
I'm in the dark. I try to put some more light in here. Hold on.
Yeah, you got a little light going on there. Now you're a little light bright. So, like I said, we talk about past, present, just whatever comes to our mind. So I'm gonna start it off right now, and I know Chris probably gonna jump in on this. Mark, Seven, what's that other one name? Mark.
Mark, yep.
Chris, where in the hell is Mark? See, y'all tripping. They usually always in here, Cree. I usually have them in here faithful. So while we waiting to see if the other guy gonna come on, Cree, I'm gonna go ahead on and talk about my first little talking point, and then we'll work our way around the room and talk about a little bit on one of them. And I have to start out with, and I hate to, is Trump. I know Chris is ready because I believe Chris is with the MAGA movement. Because every time I turn on the TV, every time I turn on whatever, it's something about 45 and Elon. So I just want to just ask y'all, and you can comment on it. If not, then we'll move around the room and we'll come back to something else. But the MAGA supporters was upset about Biden economics. I mean, Biden couldn't do shit right. His stuff was all jacked up and everything like that. But then here you are, you have 45 and 47. No matter what he does, is right. They bring it on the tariffs and all this stuff, and then you got him want to what is it? Go against the judges, impeach. I forgot the damn judge name. He wanted him impeached because they were getting ready. He's deporting all these guys and different things like that. But my point is, they were so upset about Biden. So one guy on my TikTok deal posted that Trump is doing way better than Biden. He said he's in it for the long haul. I just want to know what y'all think about that. Is are we heading the right way? I mean, or what do you think?
Well, I don't really get too much into politics, but
Okay.
Seven, something missing here, ain't it? What?
Oh yeah, I took my crystals out.
Oh, okay, just checking you out there. Back on topic.
Yeah, that's cool that you don't get much into politics, but you know,
I don't, but I can tell you this. Trump's whole agenda is self-preservation. In my opinion, it is only out about self. What can I do for self to make self greater? Isn't that whole theory about, keep the rich rich and the poor poor? I think that's a thing. He doesn't really care. And it's almost like he's using fear as a tactic to keep people on his side versus going against him. And, fear is like one of those things that keeps you in bondage. So if you're not on his side, because how he had all these felonies and no time, I'm not even sure if he got fined. And then he already threatened before he even made president, threatened, if you're not for me, you against me, and I'm going to deal with you later. So fear is like a huge factor in all of that. And that's why a lot of people are letting him do what he do. But his agenda, in my opinion, has always been self-preservation. He doesn't really care about the country and the world. It's whatever's going to benefit him, make his pockets bigger.
Already. Okay, Seven. And before you go, because Mark made this comment right here. Welcome, Mark. I've been looking for you. Shit, you and Chris been gone for a while. Need y'all to make sure y'all sending me a notice when y'all ass ain't gonna be here and shit. Y'all tripping. But anyway, just to go back to my point that I was just about to make, I can understand, so to speak, why some of the white people vote for Trump. I think he's like he's the great white hope, so to speak. And then you have some of the people of color that's voting for him, which I have a hard time understanding. But everyone that I've talked to have said that with Trump, they bring more money home on their taxes, their business thrive more. And I've always said, and I think Chris said something to the fact that it seemed like Republican Party care more about money and power than they do about the people. Sometimes the Democrats, in my opinion, are just sometimes they get a little bit weak. I mean, look here, they didn't already pass this budget bill right here, and they needed 9, and Chuck Schumer, he was one of the ones that was gone leading the charge on that. Had that been the Republican Party, they'd been like, hell no. But the Dems didn't want everybody they wanted everybody to still get their paychecks and not have to lose any money going on with that. So I just wanted to make that point. But Seven, I know you have something to say, but I know that you want to address we need all the illegal immigrants gone that Mark made. Mark made that comment a while back. And I think you might want to touch about on who land this is or something like that and kind of break that down. I don't know, but I'm just saying. But go ahead, Seb. I know you got something. Oh, well, Cree had something?
I want to also address, he said you don't get into politics, but you believe he's keeping you in bondage. That's what Mark said.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that one, but did you come? Okay, I see it right here. Did you already want to go in and comment on it, or?
Well, I can let Seven go ahead. I can.
Okay, all right then, Seven, go ahead.
Hey man, so and when we're talking about people that don't belong on this land, right? We really are getting into the fact that all people who are not our people need to be off this land, right? The people who are so-called the Native Americans now came with these pale-skinned people over here. None of these people are supposed to be here at all. We signed treaties with these people, right? The treaties are over. These people have done so much stuff to this land and to our people, right? The treaty that's out the window. We really should be at war with a lot of these people, man. But I don't even want to get into that because I know how y'all be feeling about when I talk about that. But the thing is, they not supposed to be here. This is our land. They've changed who we are in the documents on paper. They've changed us from the indigenous people to colored people, from colored people to Negroes, from Negroes to black. This is our land. They're not even supposed to be here, man. Everything they're doing is under false pretenses, right? And that's why you're starting to see a lot of people now, they're getting mad at Trump because Trump is getting rid of the so-called Native Americans. If people actually did their research, you will find out that the land or the reservation that these Native Americans are on are actually borrowed land. That's federal land. They kicking these people off this federal land now, and these people are getting mad. But truth be told, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Trump know who the Native Americans is, the real ones. Trump knows. And I've seen some stuff that Trump talked about in the past where he knows, right? So a lot of this stuff is actually he is playing some of this shit out. But if we're gonna be talking about immigrants, we need to talk about all the people who've immigrated here, and our people never came from Africa. This is documented. You know what I mean? People think that everything that's written in books is a fact, when in fact that a lot of the stuff that's written in these books was made up to brainwash people. Like I told you before, it only takes 2 generations to brainwash people, man. And that's pretty much, we've had way more than 2 generations to brainwash people. And on the topic of just Trump in general, I feel like Trump is doing some interesting stuff. Some stuff can be confused for other things, but he's been standing his ground on the whole tariff shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the end of the day, Trump is going to do what's going to benefit him as far as everybody else. Just like every other president, they're going to do whatever they want to do to benefit them. But at the same time, you got to look at the fact that Trump is a businessman, and this country is a business now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, man. It's not even called United States of America anymore. It's just the United States, bro. It's all this stuff, right? You have to understand the legalese terms for a lot of these things, and you'll understand that each state is a business. Yeah. And then together, they're a corporation. You know what I mean? So we really need to get our minds wrapped around the legal stuff first, because we don't even know anymore what they're doing on paper. And that's got a lot to do with our ancestry. You know what I'm saying? The indigenous people of the land, we didn't deal with paper. We deal with, you know what I'm saying, passing stories along through traditional words and stories and stuff like that. So it's like when it comes to this paper shit, we got fucked out a lot of shit because a lot of these criminals, these are really criminals that came over from Europe and shit, stealing shit with paperwork. So we need to stop even fucking with their paperwork to begin with.
Right. I heard that. I feel you. I'm gonna say this right here where Mark is saying we need people to come people. Let me see. We need people coming in the legal way. Well, Mark, the only thing about that is you saying the legal way. What is the legal way? Trump is already trying to charge what is it? The wealthy $5 million? They can get a buy their way in. So is that legal for them to buy their way in like that because they got money? I mean, I'm just saying. I don't go ahead.
I also want to put one more thing in, man. If we're not saying who belongs to this land, that's the main thing we need to be talking about. Because where the fuck did all the gold go? You know, the gold from the gold rush and people having their gold from this land, that's our shit. This our land. The gold is tied to the land, which is tied to the blood of the people who own the land. So where's all the gold?
Yeah, that's a good point. And I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna see what Cree got to comment, and then we'll keep it rolling on. You know, I made a post on TikTok just asking, are any of the, and I can't remember exactly, the Trump supporters regretting that they voted for Trump because they're losing their jobs? You got Elon going up in there with a chainsaw, which is really making fun at how he's cutting people jobs, and not a single person on that TikTok said that left a comment had anything bad to say about Trump right there. They like, he's doing good, he's doing great. You know, if they're losing their job, they can find another one. I'm like, damn, that, which is to my point where Republicans don't care nothing about money and power. They don't care about people. And Democrats seem like they care too much about people and not much about money and power. Not to say that they're not rich and deep in their own pockets, but Trump then already didn't tuck away Biden's son and all of them security details, and for a lot of other people, he's going after everybody that went against him. He's going after them. He's just like Mr. Untouchable. He's the I don't know the white motherfucker that want to get his way. But anyway, with that being said, on that, let me see. Cree, you got any comments on that, or are you good to go? We're gonna roll right.
Your boy Mark said something about bondage. Dang, I don't know where it went. You put it on there.
Wait a minute, Mark or Chris?
I think they both commented on bondage. I think one of them was joking about the last time he was in bondage, she threw away the key. Well, the bondage I'm talking about is the state of being a slave. So let's not get it twisted. It's not as jokes and giggles. This is like actually our life and our people's lives. So it's not about laughter. These people, what they doing now, like you just said, they don't give a shit about nobody's job, their livelihood, or anything like that. So to me, it's a serious factor. It don't have to be political to understand what's happening in the world. My eyes are not closed, that's for sure. So I can see that Trump and his administration is about self-preservation. And this privilege that he has and is being allowed to use is insane. Elon Musk don't have nothing to do with the president, but he up there speaking for the country. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah, exactly. When, and especially on their last note, when they were talking about, Obama birth certificate, not from here, not this and not that, and you got Elon up in there, you see more of him than you do of JD Vance. People used to ask, where's Kamala Harris? Well, hell, where's JD Vance? You see more of Elon up there than you do him. And he's not even an elected official or any damn thing. So, I don't know. Me, I just want to make it clear and let them know that, and Mark and Chris, they already know there are some Trump diehards, and I don't give a fuck about Trump.
Well, if they some Trump diehard, they should be for all the felons in the world. They need to go ahead and release them on up out of jail then.
No, they only for whenever was related to Trump. If it's anything else, like they used to say, Blue Lives Matter. Well, all of the J6 guys that everybody already know, we've covered it before, been released, or they in the process releasing them. So blue lives don't matter then. It only matters when people of color are protested against the blue, and then that's when blue lives matter. Other than that, blue lives don't mean shit. So
sad.
I'm just saying.
Example, friend.
But this other guy just texted me, say he just got our work. He might be joining on. But anyway, we can go on with 47 and 40, 45 and 47 forever, because it's gonna be on the news. But go ahead, 7.
Well, Mark said, what do you mean by our land? And what I mean by is the indigenous people of this land, who you all like to deem Negroes, niggers, and black folk, are the true indigenous people of this land. If you do a little bit of history, you will find out that this is actually, our people were one of the most wealthiest and productive groups of people on the planet. They say when they came over to America, it was like an oasis, man. It was beautiful. We had buildings and communities with farmlands integrated within the communities or whatnot. So yeah, man, people just did a little bit of research. You can learn a lot. You know what I mean? And as far as these people cutting jobs, but this is what they gonna do. It's about money, man. And unfortunately, we have this thing that in our community, and now when I say our community, I mean the global community of people, where we think that money equates to intelligence. And I really think that that's a false pretense that we have, because you could be rich as hell and be stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Like people will buy whatever. People don't think. You have to tell them what they want. You have to tell people how to think. This is how these people operate in leadership. So, you know what I mean? We really got to stop equating money with intelligence, because the true intelligent people are not even really fucking with that kind of shit.
Right. Let me let my new guest that just popped in go and do his intro. Come on with it there.
How's it going, fellas, ladies?
Please.
My name is Falon McKnight. I'm with the PM podcast. It's nice to join in. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, well, I'm glad to be a part of what you guys have going on.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all, I heard him very low. Did y'all hear him pretty good?
Creed? He was a little low though.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? It's better?
Yeah.
I just think he got a cool persona, bro. He's smooth.
Yeah, it's that slickness right there.
Yeah, that's cool shit.
Well, you're not late. You're not late. Cree mentioned you to me a few minutes ago, and we got you on. So I don't consider you as late. I appreciate you joining us here on Wizzo Talk. Just to let you know, we are uncut and we are unedited. I play it like you said. So if you drop some of the alphabet, we don't give a fuck around here. I'm just saying. Right now, I don't know which party you with, but we talking about Trump, which is everyone is. You can probably see some of the comments. I know Chris and Mark are diehard Trump guys, and I posed the question a little while ago. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but we rolling with it anyway. So
I call him Agent Orange.
yeah, okay. Well, with Agent Orange, and just so I can say this right here, when they talking about the Social Security and finding people 200 years old, Mark, Chris, I mean, and people out there, do y'all really believe what this motherfucker is saying? I mean, come on. How can you believe this 39-time convicted felon? I mean, what he's saying and what he's talking about. I mean, you guys seem like y'all believe anything that he say. I mean, if he tell y'all to drink the Kool-Aid, are y'all gonna drink the damn Kool-Aid? Are we gonna have another Jonestown? I'm just wondering. Go ahead, Seven. I mean, Cree.
Mark said those felonies were a joke.
Of course they were, because they for his guy. Had that been a person of color, then those felons would have been real. But
what about using the funds to purchase prostitution? Election funds. That wasn't a joke, was it?
What?
Let me give myself a little volume, because I barely heard that.
He used the election funds to purchase Stormy Daniels. Let's start there. And he was married.
He used election funds. Well, he was talking inappropriately about his daughter on a couple of shows. He talking about grabbing women by the vagina. He's like backstage at a beauty show with the naked women talking about he got a right to be there. He the only one that can do it. So clearly these people don't care about how he's moving for this country. But you can't be a part of the problem and the solution. It just don't even make sense. You got to pick a side.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Him fucking with the prostitutes kind of made me respect him a little bit more, man. Hey.
Well, then you got to match the felonies. You got to match the felonies with the prostitution.
Hey, man, I'm all for, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm all for committing crimes. Fuck the government, man. I feel like a lot of this shit that people try to make laws on are shit that they just can't get away with themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the shit they don't pass laws on are shit that they kind of they make these crimes not match what they do. You feel what I'm saying? Like they'll do some shit and not make a law for it. You know what I'm saying? Like insider trading and shit like that. They'll call it that, but they be doing some other shit the whole time. It's just like it. You know what I mean? They got ways around shit.
Right. Let me address this, Mark. No, Mark, I'm saying some. I'm not saying all. You know, if like they say, what is a hit dog holler loud or some shit like that. But I'm not calling you out. But hey, you know, for the people that the shoe fit, when you saying a felony is a felony or whatever, you know, what's wrong is wrong. That is not always the case. I mean, it's always. I mean, Mark, I know you're white. You're not in my shoes. You're not in any one of our shoes right here. So you're not correct in that. But if you say you are in your own, who am I to really call you a lie? But I'm just saying what I know from a person of color, and that's some bullshit. That's just me.
Yeah, anyway, same for us, man. It's different.
But let me move right along. I know it's plenty of meat left on that bone with Trump. I mean, we can go on, but like I always give my guests a chance to come up with a topic of their own, and so not just mine, because I like to make sure my guests can be engaging and bring up whatever talking point they like to talk about, and we'll all touch base on that too. That's how we do it in the barbershop. You know, in the barbershop, you never know what you're going to get. You sit your ass in the chair, the barber start talking about shit, and you know, McKnight, you don't know what you're going to get. And we got Cree up in here cutting her. Now, she already said she ain't cutting up but fades and high tops and tapers and shit. So if you want anything other than that, don't go over there to Cree, because she gonna fuck your head up. I'm just saying.
Alon's a barber himself.
Oh, but damn, well, you know how I go in the barbershop then.
Oh yeah. It's the black man's resort.
Yeah. You never, and this barbershop talk is I used to call this random or something like that, but then I was working with another guy and he said, hey, like the barbershop, and we started barbershop, cutting up the conversation, and boom, barbershop talk was born. So you already know how it goes. So with that being said, let me move over here to Cree and let me see what she got. She want to throw out there, and everyone can see the comments. So if you like to touch or base on any one of them, Mark, Chris, you guys know I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna give y'all hell either way it go. I know y'all gonna give me some shit, but hey, I appreciate you guys for real tapping in and dropping your comments and shit like that.
Oh, they said they want to hit from Cree.
They wanted so Cree, let's
In the barbershop. I love it.
come on, Cree, up in this barbershop. What you putting out?
So I was reading about men. I'm not even gonna say the book, and it's something that I wrote down, and I'm gonna read it, and y'all tell me what y'all think if y'all find it to be true as a man, because I don't know. I've never been a man.
Okay, well, damn. Even if you grew one, you still wouldn't be one. Well, go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay. You cannot teach a man nothing. You can only help him find it within himself. Their entire existence is built upon a need. You can give a man everything, and at that moment, everything is not everything. And I read that, and it made me think about an experience where I thought I was giving a man everything he wanted and needed, or at least asked for or desired, and it still wasn't enough. He still lied, cheated, manipulated.
I'm on.
Well, first,
crazy,
what's happening here?
The comments is fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, they crazy. Chris, Mark and Chris showing some love. We appreciate them.
He said much love, but Mark, you are racist.
They a damn fool, man.
And both of them are white guys.
Yeah, they up in New York. I think that's where they say they are. But okay, so let's touch base on that. So which one you guys want? And then I'm gonna got something I'm gonna say, but which one you guys want to touch on that?
Hey, I just want to say real quick to what she said. I'm pretty sure that shit was written by a woman, man. That don't even sound like no shit a man has said about another man. Hell no, that shit ain't true, man. What the hell? That's nuts.
I experienced it. So how you gonna say it's not true?
Yeah, you experienced it, but you ain't fucking every dude on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously, no, but there must be some truth in it.
God.
All right. McKnight, what you got on there, man?
I mean, it really depends on who went through it. I'm with 7 points of bliss. It must have been written by a woman. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
everybody's different, man. Your experience is gonna be your experience. You know what I mean? So it might be a large percentage, and it might be a small percentage. But like you said, you haven't dated every man in the world, so we can't judge it by that criteria. It just might have just been the play of the cards, the pull of the deck.
okay.
But do y'all find it difficult? I'm sorry, friend, but do y'all find it difficult when y'all like being criticized?
No. I think that's a woman thing. That second part of that, what you said, sounds like a woman thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can give a woman everything, and she's still gonna want more. Men only want like 3 things. And we
not
learn
true. That is not true. Somebody chime in. Is that true? Men only want 3 things, because when he says that to me, and then y'all say, well, it depends on what man, and your experience is your experience. So now he making a bold statement saying men only want 3 things. Like, well, can I get y'all to chime in on that? How true is that?
Let me.
Well, you got to ask, what's the 3 things?
Well, you know, if you only want 3 things from a woman.
I mean, he might. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I'm trying to get this other guy in the room.
Yeah, I'm just saying, is it the top 3 things? I don't know. Everybody's preference is different. Somebody might say the number 1 thing that a man wants is sex. I hear that from women a lot. But you know, somebody said for their woman to cook. I don't know. I would want to know 7 points of bliss, because mine might be different than his 3.
You want more than 3 things, though. You want more than 3 things.
I mean, I just want honesty and trust.
So you want 2 things.
That's one thing, technically. Honesty.
Because I mean, look, if you have trust, then you could very, very much have covered a lot of it. And if you're honest, then you can expect whatever you need to find out, you'll be able to find out. You know what I mean? I think everything else falls into place.
Yep.
Let me say this right here, Cree, and I have to catch the second part of that, but I know the first part you said about teaching a man something about a woman can't teach a man nothing, something like that.
Right. You can only help him find it within himself.
Well, I mean, I think women can teach men something. I mean, shit, they really a whole lot. It's multiple things that a woman can teach a man. I mean, but men, just to go on and say men, I'm not saying all men, but I think men list is not as long as a woman's list. And Cree, we've talked about that before. A
But
man.
it's not about comparing and contrasting, though. I don't want it to be about that.
No, I'm not. I wasn't fixed to do that. I'm just making something. And y'all excuse me when I kind of fade off because I'll be posting the comments a little bit, But the answer, one part of that, because like I said, I missed the second part of it, is that women can teach men something. And I think men can teach women something. I think that can go either way. Men sometimes, some men don't require as much. Men just wants to be fucking fed. But if that man dog is still hunting, he's going to hunt no matter if you fuck him and feed him. If that dog still hunt, he's going to hunt. Now, if he may get to a certain age or a certain time in his life where that dog is not hunting as much no more. But as long as that dog is hunting, no matter what you do, you don't know. But go ahead, Cree. I see you
and
got
by
something.
hunting, you mean still on the search for the next best thing?
It's not the best sex thing. He's just on the hunt. He just on the hunt for fuck, just for pussy. Because like this other guy said before, there's only so much new pussy. And I've said it before, the pussy is not yours, it's just your turn. So as long as that other one over there and she's tempting him and she know what she's doing with the things all up in her vagina, with the ass booty, whatever, and he's gonna probably go over there and hit that because that's all she's looking for. She's not looking for nothing else. She just wanted to be hit. So that's what I mean. I'm just saying by that dog is hunting. But now when you get a man, you got to be strong as a man to just say no, because the temptation is out there. Seven has said it before. We are outnumbered, or maybe it was Rico. I can't remember, by like 20-1 or something. And if that dog is hunting, he gonna hunt. He gonna take care of it. But go ahead. What you gonna say, Cree?
I'm trying to get to this hunting part.
I just told you
that. If he has a woman or a wife, if he's hunting, he's gonna be having multiple partners. What are you saying? Like
I thought I made it clear, but I say
it was not clear to me. No.
Okay, that's okay.
Hunting,
no problem. Hunting.
Every man hunt, right?
He's out there hunting, looking for some more cat, coochie, snatch, or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that he may be out there on the prowl for him, but if it hit him in the face and the wind catch it the right way, he's gonna stick it at the right time.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'll let it go.
It was a chick out there said she just had to teach Ray J how to bathe himself. I know that man's family personally. That was kind of hard to believe, but they have a lot of women out there. If you ask a woman and say, "Well, I have a lot of homegirls out here on the West Coast of Baltimore,"
somebody
hush.
You like, well, so what are you going to contribute to, a relationship, or what can you do for a man? First thing she's going to say, I can cook, I can help him with what he already has going on and different things like that. But what if that man was already raised by his mother and his family to cook, clean, provide for himself? He's already built an empire. So once you come into his life at a certain age, what actually can you add to a man's, add to that man? What can you give him? So the statement that was made, I think, what Chris said, most men are self-sufficient already, unless you out here finding a young boy, you know what I mean? So they're already built. So what can you add to that man? What's going to be really missing, you know what I'm saying, from a man that's already established?
This is exactly what I brought up the last time we had that men versus women thing. Is men already know how they gonna do what they doing. We was raised this way to be self-sufficient. So what else can a woman bring to us? If she's not bringing intimacy, communication, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, then she really not, this is not nothing, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you also got to think about this, man. We have hormones. Why is it that women always want a man to calm his hormones down from being on the hunt, like Wizzo say, right? But y'all don't calm y'all hormones down. Y'all want to talk crazy. You want to turn up. You want to do all this other stuff and blame it on y'all hormones. Where does it come in where we both control ourselves? Because a man, right, can be faithful and be at home, and a woman can still be talking crazy to him. And that's the type of shit that'll make him step out. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of situations aren't looked at like that.
Well, a lot of women have to understand that, like men, we can all be in a room. We can be three men in a room. We're gonna talk to each other with a certain amount of respect because we know at any given time a man can pop off and we can go to blows in there. So we conduct ourselves with a different manner of respect. Women do tend to get a little disrespectful as a woman because we actually can't do any harm to them or turn that towards them because we are men. You know what I'm saying? But we men tend to keep a level of respect at an all-time high because we know what could possibly happen at any moment. We can move furniture in here. But then women, some women, find it like, oh yeah, all in your face, doing stuff, won't let you leave. If you're a man that was taught to leave the room or things like that, they won't let you leave. So, that's really depending on how that woman was raised also.
Okay.
So now we getting into, is it okay to hit a woman?
No, it ain't never okay to hit a woman. That was a good one. It ain't never okay to hit a woman.
Man, that shit crazy as hell, man. You gotta just go ahead and leave, man. And sometimes they'll follow your ass too.
Or they'll sit there and yell and scream like, "Don't hit me! Stop! Don't do this!" And you sitting there like, "I ain't even doing nothing."
I done had that happen to me before. Motherfucker call the police like I was hitting them. What the fuck?
Well, I'm not gonna say I'll hit a woman, but I'm not gonna sit there and be no punching bag either. I'm gonna either leave or I'll try to knock some of that shit out the way because some women will whoop shit out of a man, especially if he keep his ass right there. If he put his ass in a chokehold, then what he gonna do?
Man, if you got to, you can put her in the sleeper. You know what I mean? And it ain't hitting her though. You know what I mean? She just gonna take a little nap and you gonna go ahead and dip out. Fuck it. We still gotta be serious about the situation, man. People out here act like women don't be killing men. Just like men kill women. Women be out here just stabbing dudes and they sleep and shit. It be all kind of crazy shit women do, man. We gotta protect ourselves too. And that's why I don't be understanding like when people go on first dates and shit, they don't go with weapons. What are you doing? How you just gonna get snatched up in a fucking car, lady? You don't got a gun, a knife, nothing.
Well, as men, should we make a better selection of the women we go out with though?
Yeah, but women should make a better selection of the men too, though. It's both sides. We both fucking up.
On the selection, it's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna get. Until you can sit there and you can have that conversation, y'all can chat, until you go back maybe to her place or to after you didn't make that whoopee that first time or whatever. You don't know what you got right there until time shows off. Cree, check out that comment. I'm gonna come back to you on that right there. That's on the screen right there. So you never know about selection. Like women be trying to make a better selection of men. They want a good man. They want a praying man. They want one that's not cheating. They want one that's not doing this and not doing that. You don't know. You sit down. You can have that conversation. You can talk about it. And if he's still at that point, that age, that dog gonna hunt. Cree, how much time you got? I know you say you got to get out here for talking
like 3 minutes, and I can't take your boy 7 seriously. So it's so much that he said that I'm like, really, dude? So like y'all said earlier, that your experience is your experience. I can't speak for all women. Obviously, I can only speak for myself. I'm not putting my hands on nobody because I don't want nobody to put their hands on me. And how a person can take accountability. How does a woman like to be communicated to for her to take accountability? That's some way I'm communicating right now in a normal tone. If you're not like hostile, then you're not going to get hostility. So you talk in a normal tone, you should get it received. And if you're not getting that, then you need to leave that woman alone. Like people hold on for so long until it's become like such a toxic situation. And now somebody's calling the police and now somebody's getting black eyes and going to jail. We need to be more mature enough to walk away before it even gets there. You can feel when your body is rising up to anger. You should be able to feel that. And clearly you can't control nobody else but yourself. So that's who you should be held accountable for, yourself. And you should be walking away from it. But I am going to exit because my
Cree, before you go, let me tell you, I appreciate you tapping in with all of us guys. And we will catch you the next time on maybe when we have an adult conversation between men and women. So with that being said, we thank you and we will see you when we see you.
I appreciate y'all. And thanks for Lon for jumping in now.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the
Yeah,
invite.
yeah.
All right, everybody, check me out.
All right,
3, 2, 1, boom.
What up, Creed?
check
Hey.
it out. All right, get on over there now. Shit.
What up, peoples? I heard y'all talking about booty shorts and everything, and I was like, man, why am I
Yeah,
late?
booty shorts.
Why am I late? Who?
Hey, Ari, go ahead, OB. Do your intro right quick. I know you was just getting off work and everything, so we can make sure you get your link, get your info in.
Man, first and foremost, thanks for letting me in. And it's always a pleasure to talk to the brothers out here. My name is RVB Baker Jr. I go by I'm My Leg 001 or the Chocolate Buddha. I don't really have too much of an introduction today. I just want to stress, like I stress every time, that Wizzo Talk Barbershop is needed now more than ever. This is a place where you're going to have some real adult conversation. You might have it from different angles, but somewhere in between that, we're going to find an intersection, and we still going to leave as brothers as we started. So I'm always honored to be up here. And then my man, you know I'm going to come at you, Seven. My brother right there, man, my Chi-Town brother. Y'all might hear us go at different angles because I'm an All-American. He want to kill all them people, but don't get it twisted. You mess with him, I'm gonna have to do an executive decision on you.
Right.
You come on, Mr. Messing with my brother. I'm just putting it out there.
That's facts, man. Same way, my boy.
Yeah, McKnight, man. Seven is on another whole level. But hey, he gets it in though. But I'm gonna say this, for those that's watching now, I have included After Real Truth link and Chocolate Buddha and my link also in the chat for you guys like to check out some of the merch and stuff like that. Please check it out. And Christopher gonna talk about thank God she's gone. I'm
laughing at, bro.
They off the damn chain. Them two right there.
Oh my God.
So with that being said, let me go on into. Oh wait a minute. Let me see what McKnight got going on first. Let me come to you, see what you got. What you gonna throw out there for us, brother?
Man, what y'all think about the natural, the new age of the women? It's a lot of men that want the natural women, but they keep on saying that we lying. Meaning, how y'all feel about the lashes, the weaves, the BBLs, and all that? Do you prefer it or you don't? Because they took a survey in the beach on spring break, and they was like, look, they took 10 men, they took 10 women, and asked the men, what do you prefer? All the men said natural. When they went to the women, they asked the women the same questions. They said, why do you do it? They said, we do it for the men. The interviewer said, you know what, I'm gonna let you know. All the men said the opposite of what you were saying. They prefer a natural woman. All the women said, oh, they lying. So now I want to know, is it competition or like why do the women do it?
For each other, for sure.
I go, but I'll see if one of my guests Seven. You like to take care of it first or Army?
I go, man. I definitely feel like these women are doing it for themselves and for other women, because men definitely. Hey, let me start by saying this, man. Women hear what the fuck they want to hear. Like, you literally can say something and they'll say some whole other shit that you said that you didn't say, and it's almost like they tried to read into it, but it went in a fucking another direction. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and knowing that they have that special ability, that applies to this, because you could tell a woman like you like her natural, right? And she'll just come to you with some foundation on it, and she think that you stupid enough to think that that's her regular skin, right? And then she'll be like, well, it's not no tracks, it's just a one piece, it's a wig. You know what I'm saying? And then women say some shit like, oh, it's my hair because I bought it. Women say some crazy shit, and you sitting there looking at her like perplexed, bro. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nuts, because women don't know what they want or what they really want to do. And I don't know whose fault that is. You could say it's the men's fault, but what men? Because we don't advertise shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like long, beautiful hair, but take care of your hair. Yeah, we like fat asses, but shit, that's genetics. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You like, all right, so have y'all noticed that the white girls have been evolving? Them white girls' asses get fatter, dog. And that's because they be in the gym doing the squats and shit. Black girls think it's just gonna come natural. Yeah, some do. But go work out. You know what I'm saying? Do something extra if you want to do that. Don't just go get no fucking surgery They out here spending all this money, but then want a nigga to take them out to dinner and pay their rent. Come on, man. You just bought that ass. You can't afford nothing to eat.
All right, OB, what you got on that? And then I'm gonna come after you.
All right, y'all know I'm coming straight from the 1970s with my answer, so that's my disclaimer. First and foremost, I believe that most men want a natural, but I'm gonna give you a tag on that because we want a natural as long as it looks natural. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's seen this new rapper that's on the scene, Doechii. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, from Compton.
Doechii is beautiful, homegrown. She a Florida chick. I love her. Everything about her's right, but she disclosed, hey, I got a BBL. But her BBL doesn't look like a Kardashian BBL. It looks natural. So from my point of view, if you accentuate to a point where I can't tell if it's fake or not, I'm okay with that. Do you? But I love natural, man. If you got short hair, put a finger wave up in there. You know, do you and have that confidence. That's what I'm attracted to. But I will tell you again, because I'll be 55 soon. I can't stand, these breasts that sit up like Barbie dolls and don't look real. I can't stand a joker that can get slapped on the ass and the butt cheek could go lower than it was supposed to, and now you got wigwam booty. I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
So you saying you didn't seen a stuck butt cheek before?
Man, I done seen a butt cheek inverted, man, and the chick was on there talking about, I want my money back because the little rubbery thing that was in there that's supposed to be cupping her regular booty was poking back out, looking at you. But the other ass cheek was looking right. Yeah. That's all wrong.
Yeah. We've kind of covered some of this before. When you take that woman home, by the time she take off the lashes, when she take off the breast, take off the butt pad, when she take all that shit off, you don't have no idea in the world what you got. One other guest said it's like it's a whole nother woman when you wake up, you wonder like, who in the hell you in the bed with?
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And now when a guy's out here and he's buying these red bottoms, he's buying this Gucci shirt, and he's buying all this shit like that. Some women don't know what the hell that is. But this other guy over there know, man, that mother got on them red bottoms. He got on this. I say that, and then when the woman got on the lashes, men don't, in my opinion, don't care about all that shit. And so they like it more of a natural thing. But women are dressing for women and guys are, so to speak, dressing for guys. Because sometimes them women, the guy don't know what the hell she put on. The woman don't know what the hell she has on for the guys. It's like one of the guys said in the comment, they doing it for attention. They're going to get these big asses because what does God look at? Damn, she got a fat ass. But guess what though? She can have that big old fat round ass and be lazy as fuck in bed. You can take that one over there ass built like a board, a 2x4, and fuck the shit out of you. When that one with that got all that ass, all she want to do is lay sideways or try to get it doggy style so you don't mess up her booty, BBL, whatever the fuck that shit called. So to answer your question, I think most men like it natural. I think most men like a little hair on the pussy. We don't want none of that bald ass pussy. Leave a little hair on that motherfucker. But if you happen to be bald, he's probably still gonna stick that motherfucker. But I'm just saying, he probably like it a little hair on that thing. It ain't got to be no wolf pussy, but a little hair on there. So to answer your question, I think most guys want it natural, but now some women, I think Cree said it before. When women are doing natural, they're doing no makeup, they doing their real hair. Then it's like the men don't want them. Then they can't get any attention until they put on the fake booty and the fake ass and all this fake stuff. So that just
I ain't never looked at a female and be like, man, I would holler at her, but her lashes ain't right. I ain't never looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I have looked at a woman and be like, what the fuck is that on her face?
On her face, yeah. You got the big fans doing this.
Hey, I've been scared of that, man. Look like damn clams coming out you. They put it at the bottom too. Man, look, this is the craziest thing. A comedian was making fun of the women wearing the eyelashes, right? And he said, I'm not just trying to be hard on y'all. I want to show y'all something. And this dude put the damn eyelashes on. He says, see how stupid this look? And now I can see how heavy it is. Why are you doing this to yourself? Bruh.
Bro, the eyelash is so dumb. I remember at one point they had fucking eyelashes to go on cars. Y'all remember that? Women was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Some
Yeah,
people
I
still
seen that.
doing it,
this
man.
shit.
That's over accentuate, man. We don't need all that. Matter of fact, when the lights go off, I don't see them eyelashes anyway. But if I feel it, I might think it's a roach and slap it.
Yeah,
If
hell
we-
yeah.
if
Yeah, I
we-
can't.
I'm sorry, but we equating eyelashes to attractiveness, right? Technically, men would be more attractive than women would be because we got long eyelashes. We don't fuck with them. I
Yeah.
just seen women take them eyelashes off and their eyes be bald in the bitch. I'm talking about balder than me, dog. You ever see somebody with no eyelashes? It look like somebody with no fucking eyebrows. It's weird.
Hey, Mark, you right. I haven't had any margaritas, but I am sipping on a little wine though. So I'm just saying, Mark talking about me having some margaritas and shit. So, but you know, that's women. Women are dressing out there for women. Cause like Ignite. Damn, did you change your name?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see you. I look over this bifocal, but I say PM did. You know, damn, that made me forget my damn point. That happens a lot. Shit, I was right there on that motherfucker too.
That's that margarita whistle.
Welcome to Wizzo Talk. You never know what you're gonna get, but it's gonna be real.
You damn sure don't know what you're gonna get in there. Anybody, well, let me come over to OB then. But let me come over to Chocolate Buddha. I had to look under this bifocal so I can see y'all done changed some names up in this motherfucker and shit. Come on, Chocolate Buddha, throw something out there for us right there.
Hey man, I want to bring it back to a little seriousness.
Yeah.
This damn shit about the fucking now shit, I must have been drinking something, man. But the shit that's going on in public right now with motherfuckers losing their jobs and stuff, and everybody keeps talking about, we talking about the DEI and all that stuff, but what's really going on, man, is a goddamn enemy of the state taking over, bro. We got a president that loves Russia, who has been our enemy for over 80 years. And then we got this alien, this dirty ass South African that's coming in and firing all the Americans, man. Why is this guy allowed to do that and people will still believe the hype? And I just want to add this. Am I biased against alien Trump? Absolutely. Because this dude has come over here and pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. And this guy is nothing but, off the spectrum nerd. A lot of people keep thinking that, oh, he's smart, he's a genius. No, he had money when he was born and he used that money to manipulate people. And the next person that tell me he created Tesla gonna get slapped in the throat.
Yeah. Damn.
That car, Tesla, was made by two American guys that didn't have the money to go to the next level. He put money in there, bumped the head guy out, and you can look this up. He was sued for it, but still got some paperwork to put down that he is the inventor or founder of Tesla. This the dog that's up there putting Americans out of work right now. And I don't understand why we still have Americans. I don't care if you're Republican or whatever, sitting up there saying this guy is doing the right thing for America.
Well, OB, Chocolate Buddha on that right there. I know that if Chris and Mark is still in the chat, you know already that they are diehard Trumps. And we talked a little bit about Trump earlier and stuff like that. So they'll probably maybe post some comments and I'll share them. If not, then you'll be able to go on and read them. But I read something earlier about how Elon Musk's stock is falling and shit like that, And I hope it does, man, because I'm telling you, he's up there, he's with his chainsaw and he's making fun of people about cutting people's job and taking people's job, and I just can't get with him. I've already said before, I don't give a fuck about no Donald Trump, or as PM said, the orange something he said. Shit, I forgot. I'm on this wine.
Agent Orange.
Hey, Agent that's what I call him, Agent Orange.
Agent Orange, yeah. Chocolate Buddha said that myself. So, but I can't get with nothing he said. I know where Seven stands with him. I've had a podcast before and tried to invite some Trump supporters on. I had one that come on was for Trump a little, and then another one that was for some of the things that he was doing. But and some of them have always said how much money they've made for him. So you make that little $200 on your taxes or that little extra few $100s for your business, but look at all of the people that it costs their jobs. So I choose people, but at the same time, some of those people voted for Trump and they losing their job.
And they learned the hard lesson. I already got somebody in the chat, Valentino, or
yeah, he's been on before.
Yeah, this joker seems to be upset that I'm biased. First of all, welcome to the show, and I don't give a fuck what you think about me, but I'm quoting facts. You know, I'm biased because I'm looking at this guy and watching what he does. Now, that doesn't mean I've always hated Elon. I was about to call him Elon Trump. They probably married anyway, but I didn't hate him all the time, because when he came over and he was buying these companies and backing Tesla, I was like, okay, this dude is trying to do something good. He's just a little weird. But once he got established with SpaceX and stuff, he took a joint and said, look, I hate America. I don't care about y'all, and I got enough money to do it. And as a matter of fact, y'all got somebody stupid enough to be bought. So I'm going to buy this fool, go up in there and have my son put his boogers on him, and I'm going to show y'all who in charge, because money rules everything. And that's why I can't stand this guy.
PM, what you got?
I mean, I'm looking at it like I had a lot of people coming to my barbershop that were Trump supporters. And the first week, they was, oh, yeah, go Trump. I'm down for whatever he's doing. I'm supporting. And just last week, all of them has changed their mind. All of them have a different opinion right now. All of them say he's messing up. So, you know, if it comes from the people that didn't vote for him to the people that was Trump supporters, and they can see it, and I don't see why people can't see it, because it's one of those things, man. You can put a wig on a pig, but it's still a pig. You know what I mean? And right now we're looking at a pig.
Hey, bro, I'm 100% on what you said, and I actually think that's what needed to happen for them to actually feel what we were seeing, to understand that Trump's not there. And be great on purpose, Farley. Hey, bro, appreciate you coming back and clearing it up that you're not a Trump supporter. And again, Trump, just like Elon Musk, didn't hate him before. I just didn't care for him because he wasn't doing nothing impressive to me. You get born with a whole bunch of money, you need to show me that you're better than me, because I could do the same thing and more. As far as America start loving me, I'm going to just be clear with you. Anybody that's black is America. I love myself, and I'll argue that with anybody, because as far back as you can go, when there's America, we were there. Anything that's been established as great for America, that's us. And you can argue it, but just bring your facts, because we're right there. And guess who's going to be there in the future? Us. So when we talk about America, I don't see America as this Trump anti-DEI, straight white America. This is why they're getting loud, because the truth is overwhelming that in the 50s they was fucking up. Education got out, and it's not just us that's saying America is our pie. It's their kids saying that. So they're trying to do whatever they can to turn that back and make their stance again as power. But as much as they've done, the 1950s is not coming back, period. And it's not coming back because you can't cut off education. So we're going through this shit right now, but it's going to flip. And when it flips, what you're going to see is the real racists that's in charge right now try to scurry to those holes, and the other ones try to pretend that, oh, I made a mistake, I'm with y'all. I give you about 2 or 3 years, and you're going to see that happen.
All right, Seven, what you got, Seven?
Hey, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I feel like a lot of the shit these people doing, they really just mirror each other. Like, what Elon did is no different from what old boy did with Microsoft when he fucked his buddy over off that shit and then said that was his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people who get rich, it's all about fucking people over. I think the book is called 41 Laws of Power. Is that what it's called? Does anybody know that book I'm talking about? It's like 40
talking about.
Hey man, listen, that whole book is about fucking people over and how to use people. Like people really don't understand a lot of stuff that goes on in the world. Like a lot of these people who consider themselves to be powerful really just understand how to manipulate people and what people think that they want. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why the government got control over all of us now, because we think we want something and it ain't exactly what we want. We think we want money, but we want the shit that we can get with the money. I keep saying that. But people don't understand how to get that. Like it's been a lot of stuff online talking about how you can pay your bills without even having to pay them. Like you can mail shit into the government to pay your bills and shit like that. Like people read certain things that it's not even knowledgeable to other people. So sometimes people don't even know too much of anything. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that we need to become more knowledgeable about things altogether. When it comes to Trump, people are upset with what Trump is doing, but you got to understand the type of person Trump is. Like nobody watched The Apprentice. Like this nigga the cold. He don't give a fuck. Nigga, this business. Elon Musk is cold. He don't give a fuck. This shit is about business. And the crazy thing is, because this is gonna be one of my topics I wanted to bring up, was why the fuck does everybody think Elon Musk is a genius because he got autism, but all the other autistic people is retarded? That's what I want to know, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear nobody else talk about other autistic people being a genius except for this nigga Elon Musk, man. I don't get that. Like, bro, this nigga's not a genius. He an asshole and he be doing some crazy shit. Like, he don't care about firing people. It's about money. Just like any other job. Like, they don't care about firing you, bro. It's about money. He gonna get some more motherfuckers in he gonna pay less. Then he don't give a fuck about calling Americans stupid. You know what I'm saying? He said he hired motherfuckers outside the country because they smarter than Americans. Why y'all spending y'all money with the niggas? So it's like, I don't get people, man. What the fuck, man?
And just to put a pin in your point right there, so we can come back to it. I may have you going and say it, but just like if anyone is out there watching right now, please share the live, and I appreciate your support. But I'm gonna just come back over to PM when he was saying something to the fact that some of the guys, I guess they come in the barbershop then change their mind about the vote. Would you say that's probably because they see some of the programs that's being cut now and some of the things that Trump is doing, or why would you say that they're having it, or have they said why they changing their mind and wish they hadn't voted for Agent Orange?
No, they really didn't say why they was doing it, but for them to be standing on the ground when he was kicking people out of the country, calling Democrats stupid and all the different things before the election. And, I watched the progress of him and these different people, even one of my close buddies, making these comments. They're gonna bring money back to me. They're gonna make me rich. I'm like, bro, if you wasn't rich last week, you damn sure if any be rich after the election. So I don't, a lot of the things have changed recently. Right now, they just bowing their head down. They're ashamed because they made it vocal. I've had somebody, lose communication with their family because they're going back and forth with their mom and their pops, arguing the fact, and their dad is like, man, we didn't raise you like that. Where you getting this from? I have a cousin, a female cousin in my family. You better not mention Trump around her. She gonna, but she ain't too much on the bright side of things anyway. But now that has come to fruition, he's not the person that everybody thought he was to be. You know what I mean? Right now he's just taking, separate. He's trying to divide and conquer. If I take these people, and these people be less people, we got to fight in the end. So right now they're seeing the big picture. I just don't know what picture they're looking at. And to me, I mean, if you ain't seen the racism and the racists get more bold and coming out from the neo-Nazis to all the different things that these people be saying, man, then it's a bigger problem than what it is. Because I got into it with a dude. I had to get into it with a guy out here during one election. And, it brings out the racism. It brings out a lot of that. And then that's the most scariest thing to me, because I ain't gonna say the scariest, but that's more eye opening to me, because they're hiding when they don't have that protection. Look at all of the people that he let go and free from the January 6th thing from 4 years ago. All of a sudden, that's the first you caring about those good people that you consider the good people, but you couldn't talk bad about them. You know what I mean? And that was been on your mind to free these people this whole time when they done went through the whole court system. You took over the steps of the Capitol, went in there and made a mockery of this country live on television. But those are the first people you want to go free when you come in here. So that's a lot to be said about this dude, man. He's one of those dudes that's never been punched in the mouth, You know, a lot of us come up, you know the repercussions about disrespecting people and doing that. And it's the same thing with Chocolate Buddha said, Elon Trump. You they've never had, they had it their way all the time, so they don't even know what it is to get punched in the mouth. I bet you if they let that dude that was in Ukraine loose like a pit bull in that office when they was talking all that talk,
Oh,
they could have left that one man
and
in there against all them six that was in his face, and I bet you he would have came out the victor.
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to see that. I pay for
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
I would have, man. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Hey, PM,
WWF.
you said something that really hit a chord with me as far as like the people that are bowing their heads and they voted for Trump. Why they're not saying anything? Here's my belief on that. When Trump was selling himself, he was selling racism. He was selling DEI as code word for black. He was talking about black people trying to get a little cheap check, and some of our black people fell for that. And the reason they're holding their head down is because they're realizing the real definition of DEI has nothing to do with black. The
At all.
majority of people that benefited from DEI, you can look this up, is white women,
White women.
handicapped, or what do you call them? I didn't mean to upset people with the other word for handicap. Veterans, older people, people that normally wouldn't get looked at and qualified for the job. And now I gotta say qualified because a lot of these people feel, oh, DEI is just being unfair for people that don't qualify. Everybody that they call DEI usually were overqualified. Everybody that's been crying that DEI was wrong, if you look at it, they substandard they damn self. Probably wouldn't get a job if they didn't know somebody that looked like them to slide them in. And unfortunately, I had to challenge some of my military members, being a veteran. You know, they were talking all that smack, and I said, wait a minute. So by definition, I'm DEI. Which one of y'all motherfuckers better than me? Show your face and your hand. Because as old as I am, I still come see you on some stuff. And they got quiet. And they got quiet because they know if we match record for record, I got them in spades.
All right. 7.
Hey man, I don't know why people believe in our government in the first fucking place. To be honest, man, like my man was saying, like people fall out with their family, like we didn't raise you like this. Voting ain't never did shit for any of us, really. So I don't even know how the fuck we still be voting. And as far as the racist people coming out, boy, that shit get my hands wet, nigga. I'm excited. I want them to show me who they are. I got these guns. I'm ready. I got swords, all that shit. I'll give these motherfuckers my address. Y'all want to come on over?
Don't give your address.
Listen, bro, I'm ready, and I'm really disappointed in black people. We can kill ourselves.
There we go.
Kill our fucking enemies. It's crazy.
Goddamn
Goddamn Nazis came out marching in the black community, and these niggas want to come out the day after with the guns. What the fuck is going on over there, man? Who organized this shit? I've been out there with my gun that first day they was out there. Matter of fact, I would have drove by and hit them niggas with a Molotov. Said,
let's talk about that because we're talking about Ohio. Now, you might be a little shocked what I'm about to say, Seven. So get prepared for it. I agree with you. I agree that when they showed up and put them Nazi signs up there by a known historically black neighborhood, somebody should have drove by or Molotov it. But as far as them doing the next day, bringing out the weapons, I'm commending them because what they did was say, okay, you got the cops helping you out. That's why y'all got away. Try that shit again. And this is what, when it comes to us intersecting, that I'm always going to agree on you for. We need to be our own defense. Now, I'm not saying go out there and kill every white person and baby, because a lot of them are on our team. But when they want to buck up, I believe in if you want to go low, let's take it to the floor. We can't be in those days of we shall overcome and showing our bites from the German shepherds and stuff. If you come over here and you say you racist and you proud and you want to go ahead and put that capital ER on that N word you want to use, I want to show you why I exercise the way I do. I want to give you a reason to fear my black ass standing over you. I'm gonna give you what you came for. I'm not gonna go looking for it. I'm always gonna be open to the allies. But if you feel that strongly that you got to put your swastika and your ski mask on, oh, I want you to go back home tired and hurt.
Yeah,
That's
one of
just
them had to
me.
take his mask off and then have the police come back to get his service animal. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah, I
They
saw that, and the cop gave him his car.
put
Did
him
you
in
see
the
that
car.
part?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
said, just use my car. They won't know it's you.
They won't know it's you.
Damn, they didn't even kill a dog. At least kill the nigga dog. God
I mean,
damn.
but what are you even bringing a dog with you for to this
That's
type
why
of
he brought
protest?
that
I mean,
dog.
Well,
yeah,
again, it's that privilege, man.
He
They
turned
really
it on
thought
the
that they were going to
black
go
people.
over there, intimidate black people, and black people were going to be like, oh, we're going to take a picture of you. We're going to be quiet, but please leave. Those days don't exist anymore.
Those
And
days are
again,
gone.
the days that we did that when Martin Luther King was alive doing that, I can't fault him because they were hanging black people on the regular. If you go back and look at it, our lives truly wasn't nothing. So they had to do what they had to do to survive because unlike today, them allies wasn't speaking up for them. Nowadays, everybody talk about January the 6th. Why are we not talking more about what happened in Alabama? What was that, in June 18th? The Great Fairy thing when the dude threw
when
his
they
head
had
up
all
in
the
the air?
chairs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
chair. We,
Yeah.
we need to celebrate that because to me, that was a turning point. Not just what happened, not just where it happened, but the people that were supporting that. If you look at the comments and stuff that was on there, there was a lot of black people saying stuff, but there was more white people saying, hey, if I was there, you know, I don't look like y'all, but I'm on y'all team. I'd have held one of them down for you. I would have gave you my chair. And these are not just young white people saying that. There's some older white people that are saying, look, I opened my eyes up, and this is bullshit. We've been treating blacks too long, too wrong, and it's got to be right. And the people that's been getting away with it, they don't give a damn about my white ass. It's that like they don't care about black people because it's about money.
You know, it's a new day and a new time right now. I'll let you go, Seven. It's a new day and a new time because it's a lot. I follow these black gun clubs, you know, and Ari, I mean, Chocolate Buddha, we've talked before about that group of black people that was marching wherever it was. I mean, it looked like it was probably over 1,000 of them, and they heavily strapped. I mean, it's a new day, and we know that mostly white people, the ones that's the cowards, they will attack the weakest link. They would be in their group and they would try to attack somebody that's weak. But now you could take probably one of us and walk up into a crowd of about 10 white people and start fighting and don't give a fuck. You know, but they're going to attack the weakest person. But you have to watch out now because it's a lot of us strapped. It's a lot of people out there strapped and got a lot of hardware and well insured and not scared to use that shit. So
Yep.
they're gonna have to damn sure be careful. Seven, what were you about to say?
I think it's about time, man, that our people start having sundown towns for other races of people, man. Honestly, I feel that anything that our enemies are doing, we need to start implementing in our own ranks because this is the type of shit that really gets us fucked over. Now, I already know what Ori thinking, and that's why I want to state this.
Because I know you want to samurai somebody.
Nah, it ain't that. Because I'm gonna state this.
Samurai ass.
I'm gonna state this for everybody to know, right? And it's about us being the indigenous people of this land. In the history books, it was stated that when the colonizers came over, they said about our people that we were some of the most gentle, most considerate, sharing, open people with our belongings than anybody they've ever met in any other land. Now, y'all could go in the history books and find this shit. They were saying that how gentle we were, how we shared everything, how open we were with how to teach them how to live and survive on these foreign lands that they didn't even know how to plant shit, right? And look where that got us. That got us a holiday called Thanksgiving where they fucking drugged us and murdered us, bro, by the thousands. We have to stop being those people, bro. We are loving people. We are caring people. Bro, our enemies can literally come in our neighborhood and a motherfucker, somebody will take a white dude in and ask him, do he need some help? Somebody somewhere will do this shit. If you seen a homeless black nigga on the street, motherfuckers ain't gonna help that nigga. But motherfuckers will go over to a homeless white man and get that nigga $20 and tell him, man, I hope you're all right. This the thing about our people we have to stop doing, bro. I ain't saying just take anybody in, but what I'm saying is we need to protect our communities, man, for real. Because at the end of the day, we get infiltrated by our own people. We don't even understand. Like Wizzo said, man, we only as good as the weakest link in our chain, right? And this is why I really advocate killing people, man. Because at the end of the day,
See,
man,
I was almost with you, goddamn
see,
it.
this is what I'm saying.
He said
Listen,
that.
would the Black Panthers not be a thing if they didn't have a weak ass nigga coming in and infiltrating their shit, right? And fucking they shit up. Look how the leaders of the Black Panther was slaughtered, bro. One nigga was laying in bed with his pregnant wife. They came in and shot the bed up, dog. Come on, man. Why do we always have to take the high road and our enemies just get to do whatever to us? They get to
It's
do
all
whatever
about
to
the
us.
snitch, man.
Let me
still the
just
good
share
people.
this real quick before PM get on you. We don't need to become our enemies. And I'm gonna share this based off of when I was in Iraq. So when I was there, we had a lot of young troops that wanted to go out the gate, and they was like, "Hey, look, when we do this convoy, we not stopping for nobody. Run over everybody, shoot everybody, because that's what they doing to us." And granted, they were doing that. They had our head on the swivel 24/7. But you got to ask yourself, what makes them the enemy and us the professionals? It's because we have standards. Now, I'm not saying you can't kill somebody. So keep your hands wet. I'm gonna let you kill people,
Can you bring
but
us
I don't
bottled
want you
water,
to
please?
kill everybody, because the thing that they're hoping for, and if you look at their manuscripts, they're hoping that we just fucking lose it and go off. That's what proves them right. What they can't stand is when people that look like us are educated to say, look, if you are a good person, you can be over here with me. If you are a bad person, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. And there's no ifs, ands, and buts on it. So treat yourself accordingly and address me the way you need to address me to survive. But again, we got something that's an intersection, Seven, and I want everybody that's out there to hear this. We do need to do a better job at how we treat one another. One of the things I can't stand is when I go somewhere and I look around, I see a brother, my first instinct is to say, "What's up?" I'm gonna speak to you. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna talk to your kids. And it kills me when they turn their nose up like, "Who you talking to, nigga? What do you mean?" Now, again, this is not just for somebody that look kind of decent, but it's also like the brothers. I'm gonna give you another example, and I gotta go here, Seven, because we're from Chicago. There's people that'll be waiting at the bus stop, not because they're broke, but because they ran out of money. They just trying to get back to the South Side. And people will look at them like they are a stain on the planet. I spoke to one brother and I watched two of the co-workers I had walk past him hurriedly like he was going to try to rob them. And he looked me dead in the eye and he said, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to get back to the South Side." And you were talking about that 27? I gave him $20 and the brother hugged me in the middle of the street. That's the kind of shit that I was raised on in the 70s. That's the shit that we need to bring back. And I'm not saying everybody is worthy of a hug, but goddamn, man, if y'all look like family, at least speak.
Already. PM, what you got, PM?
Yeah, just to piggyback off what Chocolate Buddha was saying, man, like, we don't have those true communities like that. So walking the streets nowadays, man, I see brothers like I'm saying what's up or looking for that eye contact. We ain't getting it no more. They looking down.
Yeah.
They in their phone. It's not the same. We used to shoot a deuce or do the universal what's up, just
Yeah.
let everybody know I see you and it's cool. We're not seeing that. And also, man, back in the day, the reason why that stuff was happening, we formed these groups, it was for self-defense. We had to get on the defensive side. You know what I mean? Even to this day, like he said, we can't be offensive because they're waiting for that one thing just to say, oh, they are who we thought they were. You know what I mean? We're naturally made to, self-defend, and we just naturally built like that. So right now, I know I'm all about self-defense. I'm a licensed firearm instructor through the state of Texas, right? But a lot of us aren't prepared You know, what you got over there, man? Oh, I have a box of ammo. You know, it's like, bro, what you gonna do with a box of ammo? You know what I mean? And then some of them like, well, I don't want to carry because might get shot by the cop. But you might get shot by somebody else if you ain't carrying. So we need to change that mentality also. We need to educate our women, educate even just our brothers, because a lot of our brothers are, walking around with this ignorant mind state of they don't need to carry a gun. Like they don't see a firearm, like they don't see what's going on television or what
Thanks.
possibly can happen. I asked a man, like, if you have two young kids and your wife in there, man, what are you gonna do with a screwdriver in the house, man? And they coming in there with full force. You know what I mean? So we got to get them to even just start changing their mind state on owning these firearms. We in the state of Texas where it's right to carry, right to bear arms, constitutional carry, and some of these dudes not carrying. You know what I mean? So we need to, like they say, you see these groups, we need to educate our black men a little bit more on that too.
Hey, let me
Most
ask you this,
definitely.
PM, real quick. I'm sorry,
Yes, sir.
Wizzo. I just want to ask you because everybody know I'm a proud firearm carrier myself. How do you
Mhm.
feel about carrying chambered versus unchambered?
Man, you already know you have 3 seconds to react to anything, and it's the 3 foot rule: 3 feet, 3 shots, 3 seconds. You better be prepared, and if you're not, get yourself prepared because you never know when you need to fend off or defend yourself. I had 4 attempts in my life in Texas alone,
Mm.
so you have to be able to be ready. Even if you have to carry some dummy rounds and be ready just to know how to protect that firearm. But get used to carrying that way. Carry one in the chamber. Um, keep it holstered and do what you're supposed to do by the laws. But you must be ready because when somebody's gonna come on the attack, man, you only have this much time to react, and that's the difference between life and death.
And that's the reason I brought it up. A lot of people I talk to, um, they have a weapon, they have a box of ammo, but they will carry with no magazine in the weapon or unchambered. And again, when I carry, I'm not carrying to show you that I'm badass. You're not going to see it until it's too late. And if I pull
Yeah,
it out, I'm popping 3 rounds. And that's how I was
and
trained
that's from
20
the
years in
hip.
the military. And that's what I try to tell people. This is not a toy. And you can't have the luxury of just saying, I got it because I'm going to show it to you. Because the one person you might show it to might be the one that's going to fire off on you. When you pull it off, it's got to be action time. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you sharing that, man. And Wizzo, I'm sorry for jumping on that, but you know how I feel
Yeah.
about my weapons. And,
Yeah.
and damn it, Seven, I got a samurai sword too. I ain't got it with me, but shit, I'll cut somebody ass too.
Yeah.
Say PM. We probably gonna go about another 45 minutes. I don't know how long you got, man, but by all means, if you have to leave before the end, make sure you get with me so we can get you some closing comments out of here. But
Definitely.
let me just touch on uh, uh, protecting our community. And the thing about barbershop talk, we never know where in the fuck it's going. So you can't keep notes for everything because I don't know. But I will tell you this: it was somewhere that it's a group that's walking kids to school, protecting their community. And I don't even
Ohio.
know where was it at.
Ohio,
Ohio. That's Ohio.
Y'all
the
saw
same
that?
place where they put the swastika stuff
The
at.
not
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. It sure is. And they walking, so y'all know what I'm talking about. So they
Right.
protecting that, because you know, and I think we probably need to see a little bit more of that in different areas of different communities. And those guys that was wearing all them damn masks and all that shit, was that in Ohio also?
That was
Yep.
Ohio. Do you know
And
about that neighborhood? Do you know anything about that section of town that they were doing that in? That
no,
was
Yes,
supposed to
sir,
be
I
one of
do.
the first safe haven for blacks.
I
So
heard
to
that.
even go there and make that attempt, man, you making a bold statement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just to
yeah.
even do something like that.
They
And
knew what they were doing.
the thing about, I come right to you, Seven. And the thing about it, I believe from what I saw, all of them was masked up. They had their mask on. They don't want their face show. They don't want to see because why? Because some of them are the doctors, some of them are the police officers, some other people that you work with, your so-called friends or whatever. But
Teachers, counselors.
yeah, yeah. I was just glad that the people of color gonna show up and they're gonna be unmasked and they're gonna be ready to go and get on down. So the cops gonna protect them anyway, but they knew what they was doing when they went there. But I just wanted to touch base on that community, protecting community. And before you go, Seven, I'm gonna touch on one thing. PM, we talked about one time this black gun organization that I follow, they were teaching kids probably 8, 9, 10 years old, firearms, and the comments was negative, and I'm sure they was probably from mostly white people. You teaching them to grow up to be thugs. You teaching them this and that. On this other post, this white guy on another one, I forgot whichever one that was teaching this kid how to draw from the hip, bust off some rounds, positive comments, all of them. But yet the black guy's teaching us how to be thugs, but yet it's okay for this white guy to do that. But let me go to 7 right quick, and then I got one other thing I'm gonna throw out there for us. 7, go ahead. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey man, oh no, it's all good, man. I got respect, man. So I like to listen to everybody's point of view. Hey, honestly, man, it's because of the historical representation of that place in Ohio where them people popped up at. That's exactly the reason why them white dudes should not have been allowed to walk out of there alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you, man. I like what Orby be talking about, man, but come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set the standards somewhere, man. Once a motherfucker know they can walk up in your crib and do whatever, they're gonna keep doing that shit until you stop to shit out somebody, man.
Let me give you something, Seven, because we gonna keep arguing and battling until we meet in the middle. And I'm gonna give you this. On the bridge was one thing. If they would have won the neighborhood, samurai swords out. Dark times happening. If they wasn't on the bridge and they was in the neighborhood, I'm giving you full authority to do your will. Again, I'm not for just arbitrarily taking out people and meeting the force with force. I want to try to keep the peace, but there are boundaries. And I'm gonna tell you, when we're talking about that town, that village in Ohio, the line in the sand for me is coming in the neighborhood. Yeah, you on the bridge that led there, and something should have happened to you. But if you would have brought your monkey ass in that neighborhood where we could shut the street down, it'd have been a different answer. It'd have been 7 all day.
So what was the bridge? Was the bridge the outskirts of the town or something? Like,
yeah, you have to cross a highway, because you know how they do with us. When you got a neighborhood, they build a freeway through that shit and they separate it. So you have to come across this overpass to get to the neighborhood. And what they did, which was smart on their dumbass part, was stay right on that fucking bridge.
Yeah.
Not come across it, because if they would have come across it, they still had about 800 meters to get into the neighborhood. But once they got in the neighborhood, all bets are off. Yeah. All bets are off. Yeah. So go ahead, Wizard. I just wanted to congratulate Seven on the mark where he can bring his samurai sword out, and I would join him. I won't join him on the bridge, but in the neighborhood, we're going to make it do what it do.
Right. Okay. Only thing I was gonna do right quick is I want to send a shout out to all of our viewers that's watching right now. Appreciate y'all support. If you'd like to subscribe to Wizzo Talk, the link is in the description. Just make sure you hit that notification bell, because I post according to my guest availability, and that way you'll be notified whenever we go live, because you never know what the hell you're gonna get. I'm interviewing a guy next week on the 25th, and then next month I'm working on can women raise a boy to be a man or something like that? Goddamn, that's gonna be some shit. Look at PL. PL, I might have to get you on that.
Hey man, let me in.
All right.
Yeah, true.
Say, so y'all make sure, if you like to subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, because we, like I say, I post, of course, to my guest availability. I never know. I'm working on it right now. We had a couple other guys that canceled out on me tonight, but it happens sometimes. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead on to this another talking point right here. And guys, y'all already know we never get all of the meat off the bone, so we just kind of get it down to almost to the gritty, and then we keep on trucking. So OB Chocolate Buddha, as a 20-year veteran All-American,
yes,
transgender service members will be removed from the military. So I just want to get your thoughts on that, and what do you think? Now, I know that I don't like the fact, and I know your passion behind the LGBTQ and bullies and stuff like that. I know where you stand on all that. but also to talk about, I think V Valentino asked about it earlier in the comment about men that's, I guess, on the hormone pills competing in women's sports also. So we're going to go around the room, but just to touch base right now, just talk about the transgender service members being removed from the military. And I know one guy had said, shit, if anybody want to serve their country ought to be allowed to serve their country. No matter what, But anyway, with that being said, what's up, OB? I mean,
okay, no, you call me that OB Buddha, chocolate Buddha, that dude over there, all American.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch on the first one that Valentino said, because he's been going back and forth. He said he's not a Trump supporter, but he said some other stuff. But he did bring up something about the men competing against women.
Yeah.
As much as I am for transgender and the LGBTQ plus community, I don't think it's right for somebody that has a genetic benefit to go against women. Now, I got an alternative for it, because I'm not just gonna say I don't like it and shut up. My alternative is you should have an open field where anybody can join, whether it's women or men. They should be doing that. But as far as trying to force their way into competing against women, I don't think that's right. Now, they got some women that attacks their ass up.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it's right, because, again, what you want to do for yourself, I'm all for it. What you want to do to impose on other people, I'm putting the line on there. You shouldn't be able to do that. So, got that out the way. My man out there, go ahead and make your comments, and I appreciate that. Make sure you come back all the time and put your comments on Wizzo Talk. Military. Wizzo, you said the main thing I was going to say. If you're willing to raise your right hand and pick up a weapon to serve this country, you should be able to serve. I don't give a damn how you want to sit down or stand up and pee and stuff, because when you look at military service for America, less than 1% actually sign up. And when I say less than 1%, I'm not talking about just active duty. I'm talking about National Guard and Reserve. And for those that sit on the outside and say, well, I don't want them in the foxhole with me. Motherfuckers, shut the fuck up. I've been with people that's gay, that's in the military, that don't want to have nothing to do with my booty. You know what they want? Another gay booty. They understand the difference between straight and gay, but you know what else they understand more than anything? They understand being a part of a team that's ready to open up a can of whoop ass. People don't realize that we've had gays in the military forever. They just wasn't able to show it. And now that they're showing it, people are losing their mind. And the thing that makes me laugh at this shit is most of the people that lose their mind never put the uniform on in the first place. Never wanted to go in and spend the night out in the field and put their life on the line for the country. Never did that. And I don't have nothing against them. Americans should be free not to join the military. But for people that join, keep your fucking hands off them. Those are my people. These are people that have joined the community to be the outcasts, to be the ones that saying, hey, I know y'all taking advantage of me because I'm an inventive service, but I want to serve my country. I'm a veteran. So at least give me the fucking dignity to do that. So when it comes down to that, yeah, I'm hands-on with that, because we do have some people in the military that feel differently about that. But what I found was a lot of those that feel differently in the military, they never served around. Now, if you talk to some of these guys that have been in real firefights, I mean, real life and death situations where they had their buddy head blown off next to them, they had to keep fighting, and they had somebody that was transgender or gay, they would fucking kill your ass over that person. You know why? Because they've proven themselves, not like all these other people that's doing this talking. So when it comes to the military, unless you serve, shut the fuck up. And when you in there, be a fucking leader, because our job as a leader, we say for a non-commissioned officer, there's no one more professional than I am a leader of soldiers. That didn't say I'm just a leader of black soldiers. I'm just a leader of straight white soldiers. I'm a leader of anybody that joined the fucking military and put that uniform on. When I stand in front of my platoon as an E7, everybody over there, they do what the fuck I say, because I'm their leader. And guess what? I'm going to protect every last one of them to my last breath, because that's my job as a leader to them. We have something that we have to keep in the military that most civilians don't understand. So I don't give a damn if this motherfucker's radar or clinger. If that joker's gonna have my back in battle, come on, buddy, let's do this shit.
All right, that's what's up. Cause we damn sure know 45, 47 ain't been in no damn military. PM, what you got?
Hey man, I'm the same way. If they sign up for it, let them go. You know what I mean? It takes a special kind of person to say they fixing to go boot up and go to war in the first place. And
Facts.
if you don't have a problem with watching them in sports and doing other things like that, then why not in the military? You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of family members myself, so let them go to war, man. I know some of these females and different people are tougher than some of these dudes out here. And I done went
Facts.
to war with some females before some of my homeboys. So let them go ahead and do what they got to do, man, and serve. You know what I mean? I know they have it like in Ukraine. I met a young lady that was at the Walmart. She said she came over here because they was gonna try to recruit her from the military. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, you don't pick up no weapons and you can't use them. And some of them are good shooters, to be honest
Yep.
with you. More relaxed muscles. Now, for as the sports, it's a difference in the sports because you have some young ladies that are trying to have a senior year in high school and trying to make it to that next level. And the competition, whether you are a man that switched over and try to play a girl woman sport, that's something different. You shouldn't take that from the young lady that's going to have her final year in school or wanting to do a certain activity that she's competing with a man. It's just not fair, as far as just our structure, our muscular and everything is different than some of these young women. So, let them get their fair shot, just like you would want a fair shot. So sports and activities in high school, no, let them get their chance and just figure out another way to redesign that. But if you want to go to war and do anything like that, hey man, so be it. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, that's what's up. Elder Anderson, appreciate you tapping in right there. Now, I think I already know where Seven's going to go with this, but I got to let him go and see how he going to go, y'all. So, Seven, what's up?
Hey, what you think I'm gonna say, man?
You gonna kill somebody at the end of it. I just know
Somebody
that.
gonna die with a
Somebody
ninja
gonna
sword.
fucking get samurai sword up.
I never even say killing nobody with no sword, man. I just said I got him, man. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say that you was going to say something about the military is what my point was, because I know how you feel about the military, but not specifically what you was going to say about the transgender deal.
Oh, okay, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say about the military. So let me start off with the sports, man. Maybe that's a little bit more unpredictable. So if a woman want to box a man in a boxing ring, I don't get no fuck. Let that dude knock her ass out. Hey, the women be the one pushing the shit for the gay people, man. They be supporting that shit. Let that nigga knock her ass out in the UFC match. They gonna start learning. Hey, if you want to beat her ass in swimming, hey, the women is the ones for the fucking dudes with the dresses with the peepees in the girls' bathrooms. They for that shit. They be pushing that shit. They be the ones that be protecting the gay people and everything. I don't got nothing against gay people, bro. People are people in general. But at the end of the day, I don't want no dude in the bathroom with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's just the point blank of it, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as the military kicking them out, hey, hold on, bro. Hey, listen, I'm down for that. You know why? Because when they start the drafting, I want to be able to tell my kids, hey, say you transgender so you ain't got to go to that bullshit.
Oh, shit.
That's my, I want them to enact that shit, man. Do it. Give these people an easy way out so they ain't got to go to the military, man. If my son got to wear a dress one day, I'd get that nigga a dress and be like, hey, man, go to the military place, man. Tell them niggas, you know what I'm saying, that you think you got a vagina. Yeah, outies and any, you know what I'm saying, and don't got to go to war. Fuck, I'll do that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Get these people a way out, because I'm not down for people dying for these rich white people, man. Who the fuck are you fighting the war? The only wars we supposed to be fighting is the wars where niggas cross them bridges, man. When they come into our community, that's when we need to be fighting wars, man. We don't need to be going over to no other countries, fucking with them people when they. How would we feel if other people just land over here and just start driving through our shit and blowing our shit up? America can't even do their own citizens right. Why are you sending niggas over to other countries to protect them? Y'all is killing y'all own people. Y'all poisoning these people over here. Y'all don't give a fuck about your own people. So how are you telling me you care about people in Iraq because they ain't got clean water when you putting fucking lead in the water in Flint, Michigan? Come on, man. Shit don't be making no sense. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people gotta look at shit the right way.
Wizzo, that's gonna be another topic about why people join the military, because it was so much to unpack. But I am glad that not too many people died with Seven's production. Some women got punched in the face, but not too many people died.
That's
So
how they learn,
appreciate
man.
that, Seven.
A little pain to teach you something, man.
Hey, Seven, whenever it do hit the fan, I need your number, bro. I'm coming to get you. I know you
I'll
ready to
put that shit.
ride.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Hey,
you better call him before, cause Seven gonna probably spark it off. He ain't just ready; he been ready.
I
So
was born for this, man. This is
yeah,
my goal.
you better go over there and get close to him when you get wind, cause there ain't gonna be time to call. He ain't gonna be able to hear you over the gunfires and goddamn samurai
Yeah.
swing. He ain't gonna be able to hear your fucking phone, dog.
yeah. Especially if Rico was over here too. He's supposed to be here
Oh
tonight.
shit!
Rico.
Yeah, Rico's answer the phone blasting. Where you at, Rico?
Hey, yeah, he had so bad. He had an emergency that came up, and he wasn't able to make it. And Jason was supposed to be on also. But PM, I'm gonna tell you, man, I definitely I want to make sure I let you know I appreciate. We're not over yet, but I let you know I appreciate you. Coming on at the last second like that, because usually
Sure.
I let people know way in advance, to adjust their schedule. So I appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate you. I want to say when we was talking about speaking to one another, you know. I met Seven at work, by head nod, and we've been talking ever since. And Seven has been on. I've been podcasting now like almost 3 years, and Seven has been on multiple episodes. And even before I learned how to stream, where I can stream you guys in, we was in this little studio of mine that I had built or whatever. So, but then just speaking, because I always speak to people. But Seven and Chocolate Buddha up in Chicago, from Chicago. My son went to school up there at Amherst in Chicago, and he has long dreads. And I've said this before, and he was holding the door for people to come in and shit. And people was like, white people was like, damn, what's up with this? Who is this dude right here? And he speak to some of them, and they'll look at him kind of crazy, whatever. And I guess that's some of the ones up north that does that. But however, some of the ones down south. But I think the real down south doesn't do that. Arby, I think you talked about that once before, but I can't remember. And
Yeah.
while we speak to one another and acknowledge one another, and even like PM, like we all say, sometimes it's just that little old head nod, like, yeah, bro, I see you, and we keep it on pushing. I do that to everyone that I encounter if we make that eye contact, but most of the time they on their damn phone. So, but I just wanted to point that out right there, right quick. And then to point out one other thing is about the different fields for the transgenders. I think Arby, I think you said that, and I've said that some before, that something need to be created sports wise for them to be off in their own deal like that, because I don't want a guy competing against my baby girl or something like that, even if he is taking them hormone pills or doing whatever, he still is that man. And then just to touch on for the military, I'm with you guys. If they going off in there and they ready to pick up that weapon, I've never been in. I worked in Iraq, but I ain't never been in the military. Shit, then let them go and pick it on up and let them handle their business, because I'm sure that they gonna already don't have to worry about that now. They over there trying to kill them other motherfuckers that's trying to kill them. So I'm sure they got your back 100% fire-wise and not the other way. So there's Mr. Rice. Appreciate you tapping in, Rice. Rice been on a couple of other times and stuff like that too. So,
What's up, brother Rice?
guys, with that being said, because we closing in on the 2 hour mark here on the Barbershop Talk. And Seven, SPM where he work at or what he do.
Yeah, Seven
I'm
there.
sorry, Seven gone.
There you go. Nah, he back. He had to go chop somebody real quick.
Chocolate Buddha. Ask PM, Chocolate Buddha. Ask PM what he do. Where he
Well,
work at.
I heard him say something about the barbershop, and I was
Oh,
going
you
to
did?
talk about that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
heard him. Yeah, he put that out there earlier. Tell us about the
Barbershop out here in
barbershop, brother.
Frisco, Texas. Frisco, Texas, man. Barbershop. You can catch it at falonmcknight.com. If you're ever in the area, you need to book anything, you know what I'm saying? I got you covered, man. I cover all styles and conversations and take all kind of races of people. So come see me if you're in the area.
Hey man, I'm gonna just put this out in the airwaves because Wizzo and Seven know I'm a big dreamer. Shit, we might have to do a live Wizzo talk at your barbershop.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know I
yeah.
got a camera. I'm a little bit closer. I just got to figure out how to get over there. We can make that shit happen.
Hey, he right down the street from me. I'm down here by Fort Hood, so shit, we right up the street. I was in DF Dub area or here a while back, shit. So it ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah,
But
let's put that on the back burner, man.
yeah, we'll definitely do that. So what we're gonna do right now, y'all, because we always leave it's always meat left on the bone, and we'll always have another barbershop. This is like episode 11, and I all my episodes on all kind of shit is numbered all kind of crazy. I didn't know you had to number that shit from 1 to whenever. PM, I'm just a self-taught podcaster. I learned all this shit on the fly.
Oh
So
man, I just been at it since February this year
okay,
on
that's what's
the
up.
PM Lifestyle PM Lifestyle on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Falam McKnight. You can check
I'm
me
gonna
out,
look.
man.
I'm gonna look that up, but I'm gonna come back to you. We're gonna get ready to close and make sure you if you don't mind, put that out there to the viewers, and
Bet,
I'm gonna
bet.
look you up and follow you and everything. But right now we're gonna go to Seven. Let Seven get some closing comments up out of here. Seven, what you got?
I just want to say, man, that we really need to stop believing in this system, man, and we need to form our own system together. Our people need to learn how to work together. We need to protect each other better, and we need to understand what's really going on in the world and not just in our own little communities because we isolate ourselves too much. We also need to stop paying attention to what's on TV as far as these stupid ass TV shows, what we think reality TV is, and we really need to educate ourselves better in old world ways of surviving. Like we really need to stop paying attention to politics. It's not really serving us, and it's just it's crazy that we even into that stuff because like we really don't like the older generation is into it, but the younger generation who's gonna really be taking control of all this stuff, they really don't give a fuck about this, but they're not really into anything at all that's really powerful when it comes to sustaining ourselves in our communities. So we really need to just pay attention to those things more, understand how to communicate with each other and love each other. And we really need to understand how to respect each other a lot better. You can go a long way with just a little bit of respect when it comes to our people, even our women. Our women think that it's not about respect, but it really is about respect. Everybody wants respect at the end of the day, even if it's just honesty and compassion. That's still a level of respect, man. Thank y'all.
What's up? Already, that's what's up.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, we're gonna come over here to PM and PM. When you get after you somewhere off in your closing comments, make sure you let everybody know about that Dallas Cowboy helmet I see in your background back there.
Oh, you talking about this one?
That's the key thing.
You talking about that one? Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, yeah. I see which one you're talking about. They did start off in Dallas, just so you know. They was the Dallas Texans. But yeah, man, I want to go ahead and just normalize being black again, man. What I mean by that, I come up in the '70s where if you did something down the street, everybody cared about what you was doing. You know what I mean? You might have got about 4 or 5 whippings before you got to the house to get your main whipping. So we gotta prioritize and making things our business again. You know what I mean? It's not like being in somebody's business, but making sure that we direct these new youth because they running rampant out here and crazy. You know what I mean? And just making sure that we home in on our people and make sure we, get back to normalizing correcting people or when we see something wrong, just don't let it happen. You know what I mean? Try to do it to your best of your ability and make sure that, we getting everybody back in line, just pushing them back on track. You know what I'm saying? Because we're losing a lot of us right now, and it's we just watching it happen.
No doubt, no doubt. And how do we follow you and your link or whatever? I didn't get to post it, but tell everybody how they can find you.
On YouTube is YouTube at the PM Lifestyle. On Instagram it's Falam McKnight. On Fanbase, which is a new black social media network thing, is Falam McKnight. Twitter is Falam McKnight. Everything is Falam McKnight, but the YouTube is the PM Lifestyle. So you follow me and then email you the PM Lifestyle Podcast at gmail.com. So if you want to get on the show, just let me know. I'll send you the invite. I'm on Restream too, man. So we can go ahead and get something going. I would definitely like you fellas on there because there's some topics that we can discuss. And you know what I mean? Wizzo, Seven, and Chocolate Buddha, we can definitely have us on there, man. So I got the platform. Let's make it happen.
That's what's
Already.
up.
And
Yeah.
I tell you this, PM, Chocolate Buddha 7, Jason and Rice that's in the comments. These guys has been on Wizzo Talk several times, and they bring some fire conversation. So we've all kind of been networking with one another. So if Seven and Chocolate Buddha hadn't already looked you up, then they definitely will, I'm sure.
I
And
just
so
did.
we see, yeah. So
Bet,
we all
bet.
kind of reach out one another and stuff like that and network, and most definitely. So, all right.
Appreciate it. I'd have met 3
Chocolate,
more brothers. Appreciate it.
already. Chocolate Buddha, come on, what you got?
Okay, first I gotta go ahead and clear the air from one of the posts I seen from Mark McNeil.
Oh.
He stated that the Keystone Pipeline had thousands fired. That is a false narrative, and I would invite him to come on your show and prove the 1,000 people that was fired. What happened was Keystone Pipeline got canceled. The contractors didn't get all the money they were supposed to get, but thousands of people weren't fired, just like the thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that's being fired under the damn Trump administration. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because they love to push that false narrative, act like it's true with no facts behind it.
Right. And
Now
before you
back-
go on, OB, let me say this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just want to say Mark has been invited on the show several times, and Chris, but they don't want to come on, and they are diehard Trump supporters. So they have been asked to come on the show. I just want to make sure I put that out there. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
like I learned when I moved to Louisiana, if you're scared, say you're scared. That dog ain't gonna hunt. All right, leading them where they at. Again, I'm always happy to be on here because one of the things that I think needs to happen more is brothers that don't have the same mindset having a real conversation and seeing where the intersection is. And this is the beauty about barbershops in our history. We've always had people from all different focused backgrounds come in the barbershop, talk shit, but still leave out there as brothers in arms. And we need to bring that back. But the other thing I want to bring back is black capitalism. You always hear me say I'm an all-American, and I am 100% proud of being a U.S. black American citizen, and America runs on capitalism. But I'm not talking about capitalism for everybody else. I'm talking about the Black Wall Street type of capitalism. One of the things that we've done on the show is make sure we don't just talk about our stuff. We got stuff from each other. That's why I got a shirt from Seven. I got a hat from Wizzo, and I'm always going to support that. Just imagine how it would go if each one of us bought something from each other. That's how we build our economic wealth. That's where our strength is. And what I want to do, and PM, bless you, brother. PM, when I'm free and you have something, I'm going to be on there because I believe in us getting back together. And I don't mean this just by, hey, we're going to wear dashikis and be cool. I'm talking about being economically independent of the system. The system's not going anywhere. But we need to learn the system and we need to beat the system. The only way we can beat the system is build within ourselves. So when me and Seven have our arguments, we go back and forth. But the one thing that we are locked solid on is we got to do shit for ourselves. So let's talk about how we can make that money in our community. And if you have a conversation with that, I'm for it. Not just for the money, but for the defense and for the education, not just of us or others. Because if you pay attention to what's going on right now, the reason why the people in the administration and Elon Musk are losing their fucking minds is because there's people that look just like them, walk right next to them, but believe everything that we say. That's the biggest fear that they're having. It's not a black people, it's a black influential people. So let's be that influence, not just for them, but for us. So let's do that. When we talk about movies and shit, Seven, when you talk about them turning that shit off the TV, again, you're going to be surprised, but I agree with you. We need to have our own shows. This is why I want to make documentaries. I want to talk about shit that people don't know, like the triple nickel. And if you don't know that, hit me offline and we'll talk more about that. But we are so ingrained in America that you can't say black without saying America. So let's get that. Let's keep inspiring each other. Like Seven got me inspired to have my own clothing line, Chocolate Buddha. We up here, we represent. But make sure you get Seven, make sure you get Wizzo, And whatever you selling, PM, we want to push everybody and ourselves to buy, man, because we
Appreciate it.
are our own salvation.
Hey, I just want to ask one real quick. Hey, Chocolate Buddha, that hoodie you got on right now, right? I know that's
Yes.
yours. Is that on your
Yes.
site?
This one is not. This is a brand new sweater. You're gonna have to get in contact with me exclusively because it's one of those real nice sweaters, and I haven't been able to put that on the site yet. But that's gonna be to come because what I'm gonna do is take orders and send that directly from me to whoever's ordering. So appreciate you asking me about that, but it will be coming soon. You know, I'm in New Mexico doing this government thing, so I ain't been able to get on my shirts and stuff like I want to.
Bro,
But
I was just looking
it's
on
coming.
your website to find that hoodie, bro. I could not find it. That's why I asked, bro.
Hey, bro,
I need
just
that.
for you, tell me the color you want and stuff, man. I'm gonna do one just for you.
Oh, man, I want that one. I want one like what you got on, dog.
Bet, say less. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yes, sir.
No doubt, no doubt. And I've included those links off in the chat for Chocolate Buddha. I'll put yours off in there at 7 p.m. I didn't have yours at that time. I like to put them off in the chat for people to look at them and hopefully buy them. But Chocolate Buddha, before I say something, I'd like for you to talk briefly about that survival memorial one more time, because I like to touch on it from time to time.
I appreciate that. The Survivors Memorial documentary is a documentary that I'm doing for the first memorial dedicated to survivors of sexual violence. It was the first one built in the United States. There's actually two. Next month, I'm going to be releasing my mini doc. So next month is actually Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month. So I'm doing the mini version of it. And in October, I'm going to release the big one because hopefully I have enough time to edit it. This is near and dear to my heart because sexual assault is one of those underreported things that keep happening to our people, especially in the Black community. And we need more people to stand up for our young girls and boys to make sure these predators don't keep getting away with this shit. So thanks for giving me opportunity to do that shout out. And I will be sharing more once I put it out.
No doubt, no doubt. That's no doubt. I always got to make sure we touch on that from time to time. And with that being said, I like to make sure I thank all of my viewers out there. Maybe you watching it live right now or you watching it live later. I will also upload this on Spotify. Guys, it has been a pleasure, as always, having you guys on there. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to come on Wizzo Talk and we touch on different topics and different subjects. And we never know where the conversation is going to take us. And to be able to just come here and not knowing, you know, is also good, because some people have come on before and they used to say, well, do you have a list of questions, or do you have a list of this, or do you have a list of that? No, I don't. I know what I'm going to talk about, and then you have to have your own when I call upon you. Or if you don't have anything, you can just go with the flow. PM, that's how we do it over here, man. I work the room and because I keep in my phone a list of topics, you know, from whenever the conversation may slow, so I can go and throw something else back out there. So, but I like to also make sure that my guests come on and say something, you know, and have their own input. I've also interviewed Chocolate Buddha on a one-on-one, but I have to interview him about that to find out about the Chocolate Buddha brand, how it came about, because I talked to him one-on-one. I think we talked about the military up close and personal. And the last thing on that, Chocolate Buddha, I have on the 25th, I'm interviewing Will Soul, the third.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing, you know, you hooked us up with him. He's been on once before. And I'm going to wind up talking with him. And I get that number, PM, but I gotta write it down. But y'all, with that being said, ain't nobody mad but the devil, as I always say. And I usually have a whole bunch of other shit to say at the end, because I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. But what I do know is I appreciate you guys. Anybody else have anything before we get ready to get up out of here? Nope.
Appreciate you for having me, fellas. Y'all stay blessed.
Already.
Yes,
This your
sir.
boy Paul Wizzo.